Ladies and gentlemen, this is Three Spades with a Heart. This is Manny, a.k.a. JR, the Dom. This is DEV, Dev. I am yours truly. This is another episode of Three Spades with a Heart. Please subscribe, like, comment. We have posted our first video. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago?
Two?
About 2 weeks.
Yeah, so please subscribe. We see a lot of y'all viewing it, but we don't see many subscribers. So please subscribe, continue to like, support, and yeah, we're gonna continue to bring, every truth, every piece of, respect and comedy. What's going on, fellas?
Shit, nothing much, man. Oh, to add on, make sure I click the notification bell and icon to keep up to date with everything we're doing. This way you don't gotta go looking for what we do. Y'all get the notifications.
Copy. So yeah, man, let's get into it, man. The first episode, we was filling out the space.
Getting out the bugs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was getting the kinks out. So, we heard what a lot of people had to say. We appreciate, the comments, negative, positive. We all here to build, to just grow from experience. But, our theme, the topic for today is, love and, dating, relationships. So all three of us are, black men that have daughters, so all of our daughters are still small. So we don't have to think about putting hands on nobody as of yet. But
speak for yourself.
But yeah, man, basically we live in an era where a lot of relationships aren't genuine anymore. Nowadays it's very artificial. Nowadays it's a lot of handout and not enough building. And me and JR had this conversation. We always talk at work. And me and my cousin, we talk. As busy as his schedule is, I try to catch him as much as possible. But how y'all feel about dating now to compare to back then when our parents and aunts and uncles were dating? Like, do y'all feel like it still has its value? Like, is the love as genuine as it once was?
When our parents were dating, I've had conversations with plenty of people. When our parents were dating, it wasn't more of it was more courting. There was more of a going with the flow. But at the same time, a lot of their marriages are one of those where they did it and they stuck with it because they were all going through a wild struggle. And overall, a lot of the women, even, a lot of those songs around, Papa was a Rolling Stone, right? Right? So, a lot of those, the male was out there doing his thing. Yeah. And the mom was out there just holding it down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't matter what it was that he was doing. Either she knew he was doing, knew it or whatever, but he came home. He still came home and got cursed out.
It's. I'm gonna say it like this, right? Y'all older than me. Yeah. I think everybody here was born in the mid-80s, late 80s.
I'm 86.
87, right? I was born in 93.
Okay.
Right? So, 32? Bro, when I was growing up, it was passing notes in class.
Right? Yeah, that was our...
You got the
that
notes.
Was literally our stuff. Yeah.
See, now, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. The men used to go out there and hit the woman on the bonk of the head with the club. Bink, you're my woman now. But it's like now it's like from what I noticed from then, like talking to like the older cats and shit, like looking at their marriages and shit. I ain't gonna lie, like it's a lot of differences, especially when it comes to like you said, courting and shit, right? But I also feel like why people stuck together was different. Like a lot of people got like y'all stuck together because it's like, who the fuck else I'm gonna deal with life with, nigga? Like I've been with you for like 30 years, girl. Like,
and that's the thing.
Right?
And that's the thing. Like we had movies, music in the 90s, early 2000s that it resonated with how relationship was going to be or what it should be.
Like
nowadays,
what you wanted,
nowadays it's like I don't know what artist I could relate to. I don't know what movie I could relate to. Like you had Poetic Justice, you had Love and Basketball.
that was my shit.
You had like, you know what I'm saying, you had The Woods.
Yeah, hit the woods. Deliver Us from Evil.
Like, yeah, Just Right with Common and Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Like it's like even music, if you want to go to artists, like, you know what I'm saying, you had the OJs, the Temptations.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men, Marvin Gaye.
Jodeci.
Oh my God. Like
Mike, Prince.
Drew Hill.
Yeah, Drew Hill.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Oh my God. Like
Mary J.
Like these songs.
We can name artists for days.
Now,
these
excuse me on a lot of that one. Because when it came down to a lot of everybody had a cheating song now.
But was it cheating? It did. Now it sounds more like cheating. Like you hear niggas in songs. I got different hoes and different area codes.
All right. All right. There was a lot of songs that we went through that as kids you sung, but you never knew what the actual
what it meant.
Oh yeah,
what it meant.
Like
until
Rain on
now,
Me.
you grow up, you should be like,
Yeah.
Like Brown Sugar and Rain on Me. When I found out what them songs meant, I was stunned.
Brown Sugar from D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's talking about weed, and then Rain on Me was.
Rain on Me was what, Ashanti?
Nah, Rain on Me was TLC.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Ashanti. Okay.
Oh, that I know.
Yeah.
But again, that's well, you know what Ashanti's known for. But the songs definitely like I definitely would say, being that I kind of dipped into both generations, like to a certain extent.
Yeah. You came at the back end of ours.
Yeah, grew into this, and now
into-
I'm just watching the younger generation do shit, right? And I would be honest with you, like a lot of people wanted to be, like, I ain't gonna lie. We may not understand the underlying meanings, but the songs made you want to be in relationships.
Yes.
The movies made you think about, like, a lot. I know, like,
the
bro,
movies went.
made you fairy tale love stories is kind of crazy, bro. Like, especially, like, I'm black, bro. We go up in the hood. The ghetto hood love stories, like Love and Basketball was this shit, bro.
Love and Basketball.
That's what I want.
That's what I want. Exactly.
Even if you
want
know,
me
even
to
if you know,
love that.
even if you know how to play basketball,
you learn
you wanted somebody like Sanaa
Hey,
Lathan.
look. Hey, I ain't
So now Lathan-
basketball. I do my own football. I don't care. Look
Yeah.
at it. You gonna love what I love
I
just
think
because you love.
I think Sanaa Lathan was probably. She came at a time where dudes that were playing ball, they were hoping that their girlfriends play ball too.
Then the WNBA came in. This was like, it's lit. Then they was like, we're, you know, and I was like,
But when you come across a woman that loves sports as you, bruh, it's not rare, but it's dope when you do come across it. So back to like the movies and music, like Drew Hill is my favorite group.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew damn near all their songs. Well,
Cisco
I say
was
80
going through it.
I say 80%.
Cisco was going through it. Somebody was in his bed, bro.
right.
I mean, listen, that group, like regardless of who they lost, they kept their core.
Yeah,
which was Cisco and Jazz.
Oh yeah.
Jazz was always there, regardless of how many members they changed. I think Nokia.
Yeah.
He stayed too. You know,
Yeah.
he does his part. You know, not the shit on the man.
Hey, look, overall, look here. Tell me what you want.
Yo, tell me.
Now, that is literally a man telling a woman during a relationship, tell me what what you want.
Yeah.
Tell me what you need.
Yeah.
That is the whole point of everything.
The song wasn't just a song; it was a story.
Facts.
Story.
Joe, I want to know.
Yo, Joe.
I want to know what makes you smile. That back in the day, yo, you
Joe.
was like,
Joe got some hits, man, and he don't get talked about enough. But when it comes to relationships, it's like, even when you went to their concerts, it still felt like your girl wasn't too involved with the artist. She still was feeling you. Nowadays, it's like Breezy.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, Breezy got the game in a chokehold.
Him and Usher.
He probably the only one that's kind of in our era. Because Breezy came, what, 01?
Yeah, you're right.
Breezy came like
I think
01, like,
Chris Brown is still
Breezy,
making
Breezy and Mario.
They are making traditional. Oh, Mario. Let's not even talk about my son Mario. Like, he's still singing. Like, Chris Brown and Mario are making songs. And another artist, his name is Eric Billinger.
Yes,
he had an album called Cuffing Season, and I thought that album was fire because
I ain't listened to it yet, but I'm a fan of it.
He glorified being in a relationship in a world where, bro, we got girls that want to be thugs, and I get it, man. Like, we want to be respected and valued, but at the same time, it's like, you gotta learn when to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta learn how to court girls a little bit. Y'all niggas just be like, yo, like, if I spend enough money, she gonna fuck with me. Like, then you only for money, dog.
And if you're leading with your wallet, expect her to only look at your wallet.
That's a fact.
She's not looking at you.
Yeah, son.
She's looking at your wallet.
Facts.
At one point, they were looking at your pants. They were looking at the print. Now they're looking at your back pocket.
right.
Now they're looking at your back pocket. They not, like, women are smart. And I'm not saying the women back then weren't smart, but they're very strategic now.
Yeah.
Back then, when our mothers were growing up, even though your mother's probably a little bit younger than me and Dev's, but
nah.
How old is your mom?
I don't know.
But then again, it was never proper to even ask a woman her age.
Yes, that.
You know what I'm saying?
It was more of an allure back then. It was like that's what made being in a relationship exciting, right? Now it's straightforward. Like, now you got these girls out here. They yo, bro, I heard girls talk like men, bro. Oh, I'm about to fuck this nigga. Like, yo, what? Yo, and I'm gonna pass him on to the homie.
But then
what?
But now I heard that there's men that's asking women to buy them flowers. Where did that come from?
That came from men wanting to be appreciated. So the idea of buying the flowers is one thing. But like,
I get the fact that men want their flowers, but that's supposed to be a metaphor.
Yeah,
right?
That's really what it is for.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a metaphor, but to actually ask for that, no.
I'm not asking.
I don't need
for flowers.
No,
bro.
I don't need flowers because overall, I'm supposed to be giving that to her.
Yeah, I just need bro. Most men just like, for the women out there that don't understand, if you really want to keep your man, just appreciate the cat. Like, that's really
Listen to him.
bro. Listen to him. Let him lead, especially if he's like, whatever. But let him lead. Let him be appreciated in home, bro. Come home. He want a peace, bro. He don't want to be out there trying to figure this shit out every 5 minutes.
I want to look into the camera real quick and just talk to my beautiful sisters real quick. When it comes down to it, a lot of men value respect. So even if that man don't have much, he's still a man. He's still a man.
Respectfully.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have $10 in his pocket. If he loves you, he's going to give you $9 because he still needs $1 to buy some fries.
Facts.
Now, he may not need, a ginger ale to go with it, but he could drink some water.
Right.
Yeah, he'll give you the $9, but
right.
respect is everything to a man.
Right.
Now, I don't know about y'all fellas, but I take respect over loyalty.
Nah, I take all three. You need all three. You need respect, honesty, and loyalty.
Now, I get that.
You
but
can't have one without the other.
Right. But when you look at the definition of respect, how many definitions are there?
It's multiple.
Just like loyalty.
Yeah.
Just like
but that's why I say you can't have one. If you don't respect me, you're not going to be loyal to me. You're not going to be honest. Like, it just, you live on those three pillars, bro. It's like, most men, that's all they require is respect, honesty, and loyalty. Yo, sorry, sis, if you don't want to be in a relationship, say that. Most men will be like, all right, you could be number 6 on my roster. As long as you're okay with being on a roster and being upfront about how you feel about what you want, bro. And if you loyal in a sense where you're not gonna get me lined, you're not gonna do no stupid shit, you're not gonna bring nothing to my crib type shit.
Right.
That's another, all of that go with respect, like you said. So it's like, those 3 things, bro, you live and die by, bro. And that's what most men need. They, bro, I don't give a, bro, you don't have to buy me flowers, bro. You don't just, when respect would be like, I go to work, if I work 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts, 40 hours a week, the crib keep clean, food be ready. That's it. That's all I asked for. I worked. I'm outside. You didn't go outside today? You didn't go to work? All right, cool. These things could be done. These things could be done just for helpful purposes.
And fellas, I want to put y'all on game as well, because we not about to sit here and bash our sisters, and y'all ain't going to get any blame either, because there's a lot of y'all dudes that be chilling in the house playing PS5 and there's dishes in the sink, and she's been at work all day and you ain't do shit. So that goes both ways. And that leads into the next topic.
Down bad.
That leads into the next topic. The evolution of dating. Where has it gone? At one point, we were so excited to even want to be at, clubs and, parties, because we already knew we was going to find one that we could connect with, regardless if she didn't want to come home with us. Because I never was the type to bring anybody home.
Respectfully.
Now.
They might have something. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, on the flip side, I feel like once you get to know a person, it's like, where do y'all feel it should grow from? Should it grow from respect? Should y'all go on dates as far as like restaurants? Should y'all both just see where y'all both like align at? Whether y'all want to go places where it's fun? Like, where would y'all first date be? Or would it depend on the woman?
Everything depends on what you're looking for in every bit of this. And after speaking with this person, do you even see yourself accomplishing that goal that you have already thought of? Because overall, you go to the club, I'm not saying you're not going to find your one or whatever it is, but you're at the club. Everybody in there doing what?
Exactly.
Dancing.
Everybody's in there
dancing.
Everybody in the club for
this
one night.
day and age, nobody's in there.
Nobody's in the club. Nobody's in nobody club looking for a wife, bro.
No.
Looking for some, I'm trying to take you home right quick. I want to see what that is.
Right.
But then it goes back to the music. You know what I'm saying? When that certain song came on, you just felt like it was like a glow on that particular one.
So,
like you was just like, yo, if
right.
I don't take her home, I'm definitely getting her number.
All right. In the club, you go, the club's usually 4 hours, something like that, right?
Type shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That last hour or that last one, the DJ usually...
I know where you going.
DJ usually give you that slow song, right?
Hey, fellas, grab
this
your
for the
lady.
fellas. Grab that one that you've been looking for. You don't do that no more. It's just all through.
So yeah, everybody's a freak for everyone. But it's that one girl that would dance for you or with you for 2, 3, 4 songs straight. And you be like, okay, yeah, she might be feeling me, but this goes back to the dating, because even if you get her number, what is she like now? Because now you have to figure that out.
Please, you can't even approach these girls anymore. I'm sorry.
No, it's about
the
how you approach, bro. Yeah. You can't talk to girls these days. How dare you walk up to a woman and ask for her number and tell her that she's pretty?
I gotta go through the linebackers in the front first.
God forbid. Nah, all jokes aside, right? Gangster. All jokes aside. God forbid you, back in the day, I remember, usually we would talk to a girl, right? Bro, I think you pretty. Boom. Thank you. Now it's, I think you pretty. Can you get the fuck out my face, nigga?
Yeah.
Like, and you like, now you gotta slide the DMs. Now everything is social media.
Everything is social media now.
Right? So now it's like, If I like 6 of your pictures, shorty, that's me throwing the shot out there. Yeah, like we live in a generation and an age where nothing is physical anymore.
No.
Right?
Nope.
So now, we got 3 topics, like 4 different topics, right? Where it's like you got to define what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
If are you talking, are you fucking, are you dating, are you in a relationship, or y'all getting married, right? Because they all sit at different fucking pillars, bro.
Different layers.
If you talking to somebody, it's really just, all right, I pick up my phone, I text you, I FaceTime you, I call you. That's it. If you're fucking somebody, do not hit my phone unless we're fucking. If not, then it's it is what it is.
Right.
If you're dating somebody, it's a situation where it's like you're not the sole person I'm making time for, but I'm making time for you.
Yes.
I'm going out my way to make, hey, what you doing Thursday? If I hit a girl up, yo, what you doing Thursday? That means I want to make time for you on Thursday, right? And I'm assume vice versa, correct? Now, if you're in a relationship, that's when things get exclusive, right? That's when it's like me and you, we're not married, but we do everything that we was doing before, but it's just me and you.
Yeah.
Marriage is when you make that commitment and everything get locked in. Like now y'all go home together. Like now it's like y'all lay in the same area.
So
together.
you're basically saying that the relationship stage is literally you are in that pre-marriage.
I mean, yeah, but that's only if you like in a relationship.
Right,
How many
so-
people are in relationships these days?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at, because overall, there is no relationship.
I don't even know what
Tell me
relationship.
what a relationship is.
It's apparently it's everything. If I frustrates me because it's social media related, and I think that's what makes me so mad, right? Nowadays, girls will post, like I remember back in the day, girls would post their boyfriends on their page. So now you would look on their page, their boyfriend is there. That's how you know that's their boyfriend.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Back to first episode, MySpace,
Right,
you was up there.
Exactly.
Everybody knew you was, who him?
And then
Exactly.
they do the thing where they feel the need. They associate relationships and social media so close together that if you're not on her social media, oh, you free game.
Yeah.
But that's so stupid, right? But now it's like when you like you asked about dating, right? What's a good first date? Nobody knows anymore.
No.
Because now, if you're not doing relationship level shit, then what the fuck is the purpose of me even going on a date with you? You just want to go to Roost Chris. Bitch, I don't even know you.
They had a list. They literally
Wasn't-
got a list right out there talking about these are the first date joints.
Take me to Cheesecake Factory and it's over. Bitch, it never started.
First date. Like, look,
You
if
lucky
you
I
don't
don't make
take
you
this
some
coffee from the joint right here, like,
I remember at one point, even just the movies was enough.
Right.
She didn't care about how much money you had. She
Right.
just wanted to feel important.
Right. You make time for somebody. I went out my way to make time for you. For me,
It's this new generation, man.
bro,
I think
yeah.
social media has corrupted so much of the dating world.
Yeah.
Like, I've been single for 5 years, and not saying that none of the women that I've dated or came across that they were good enough, because yes, I have came across some good, wholesome women. What I will say is this: you may not match everything that a person is looking for. That does not mean that you're not important.
Right.
That does not mean that nobody wants you. That does not mean to allow your insecurity to get worse. Build yourself up. I've came across a lot of women that were mentally destroyed, emotionally disrupted. Like, I'm talking about, like, look good on the outside, got everything I want from a physical standpoint, but the mental is off.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people be unhealed trying to date people to heal themselves.
It's not good, man.
And I think that shit is so fucking asinine to me. It's like, bro, you not good with yourself. Get right with yourself first, bro. Because you got a lot of people out here that'd be like, oh, I'm in a relationship. They get out that relationship, they want to kill themselves.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Bruh.
Excuse me? Did you have no value before the relationship? You needed the relationship for value? And then you got a lot of women out there. Like, I ain't gonna lie, one of my homies said this shit a long time ago. You know, she was talking to me about it. And she was like, you know, if you come across a healed person and you damage, it's not gonna last.
No.
Because what's gonna end up happening is the person that's healed is gonna get annoyed with the fact that you can't handle your own fucking damages, and then they're going to leave you with your damages, and then it's like you gotta learn how to heal yourself.
Hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to how movies were. I couldn't tell you any artist right now that I listen to, R&B wise, that I could sit there and go, yo, they remind me of that 90s love.
Giveon. Givion's a new artist, and he be talking about heartbreak, but he be saying some shit.
So he sing with pain.
He be singing with that pain.
Okay. And that's how a lot of them sing. That's how a lot of them sung.
Yeah.
But see, the relationships back then, even though it was a lot of, I guess you could say toxic. It was toxicity in
definitely was toxic.
In
niggas was stealing niggas' girls. Bitches was stealing niggas' bitches.
it was a toxic, environment back then. But even then, you still had that woman that was understanding what she had. Nowadays, it's like women. It's like the roles have changed.
I mean,
it's the women now got the yo. I got this type of dude on the side. I got this one to do this for me. So it's like
facts.
Who's really valuing love and relationships? Like dating is cool, but for so long. After a while, you start to sit there and go, you know what?
How far is this going? Because
you're like, you know what?
This bitch got one more time to yell at me.
I've been single for all these years, but at the same time, it's like I've came across women that stopped talking to me only because I had a kid and they didn't have one.
Okay.
They stopped talking to me because I didn't tell them good morning first.
Childish. That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, because morning, I could have sworn morning is from 12 to 12 until it hits the afternoon.
Nah, they want that shit at the ass crack.
They want it.
You woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. You better text me. Like,
but that's too late because she's been up earlier than you.
Most of the time, it's not even they want it before they wake up. They want to wake up and be like
to the text.
Oh, he said good morning.
And see, I don't mind that. It's the ones that feel like they're obligated to get it because you've been spoiled. Understand, every man is different. Just like every woman is different. You don't see a lot of dudes talking about, oh, well, she stopped texting me, so I'm just going to not, rock with her no more. A lot of dudes have patience. The only thing is, dudes ain't with the games.
I ain't gonna lie. If I text a girl, bro, I'm not double texting nobody, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
care.
I don't like having a whole
thread
of messages.
I'm not doing
you ain't hit
that,
me
bro.
up yet.
I'm not doing that, dog. If I say hey to you and you don't say hey back, bro, all right, cool. I will delete that number and I will delete it.
Damn, rip?
Bro, what am I? You not talking to me, bro? Like you not. It's like, yo, bro. If I get your number and I text you and you go, hey, I say, hey, what's up? 3 days go by. 4 days go by.
Nah,
I'm deleting the number, bro.
We talking days?
Yeah,
okay,
days. I'm not a weirdo. I know people got fucking lives. It's like, but it's like this. Why the fuck am I here? I'm click, swipe.
All right, so when you grew up, nobody, no other male told you like, all right, yo, you get this girl number or whatever it is, don't call her right off the bat. Don't do no that. That was a lot of the stuff that was going on.
Yeah. We got that.
Don't call.
We got that.
So now it's happening to you.
No.
These women are now trying to switch the roles and do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's different. It's still different. It's still that same thing. I think of, bro, if a girl texts you, don't look thirsty. That's one.
Right.
That's what it.
Right.
That's what the thing was like. But when you start, it's one thing from being thirsty and being very uninterested. If you tell me don't call a girl off the bat, and I go 2 weeks without calling her, bro, that's not. You just don't give a shit about calling her at this point.
No. The rule was the 3-day rule.
Man,
3-day rule. Right?
3-day rule. That was a 3-day rule. It was a 3-day rule.
That was a thing back then. Yeah.
That was a thing.
I know about it, but it was
because
3
there
days?
was no real texting, but there was just phone calls. Don't call.
First of all, when I was calling people, I had to get through the dad. The dad picked up the fucking phone. Hey, how are you? Yeah, this is Manny. I want to talk to
yeah, because it's like you
I'd like
you
to
didn't
talk
expect
to Jasmine, please.
you didn't expect the pops to answer. So now your introduction to the girl was probably gonna be on some playful
Yeah,
shit.
and then it's in the background. Get off that damn phone. Hang my phone up. They ain't paying my bill.
Who this young boy?
Who that boy calling you all the time, every weekend?
And I feel like there's not too many people that I feel, and this could just be my opinion. I don't think there's too many people that actually understand the value of dating. Dating does not mean that I owe you an explanation every time I go outside. Now, out of respect, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think transparency is very transparency communication is very
But then when you come across people that feel like they're obligated because they got that attention from somebody else, and they feel like everybody else should toe the line that same way, you're gonna have problems.
I don't know. I just feel like you got to be honest. Like, to me personally, like if you talking to a girl or you dating a girl, let's say you dating a girl, but she telling you she not upfront, she not honest about shit, right? Like, not as saying like she feels like you said, she feels entitled. I don't gotta tell him everything I'm fucking doing, but she out here fucking other niggas. It's like, now I know you fucking other niggas. It's like, you didn't tell me that from the beginning. Like, now that makes me not want to. The fact that you omission of truth is like, it's almost like lying, right? It's like you're not telling me shit that you know would alter how I feel and how I interact with you.
Right.
So it's a bit of a sticky situation.
From Jump Street, and you're open up trying to talk to this girl, whatever it is. You have not asked her like, oh, God, man, that's usually something.
You always ask that shit. That's the first
Exactly.
thing.
All right. So she already understands that now you have communicated and said, yo, do you have somebody or whatever? She could have just been like talking to people.
Yeah, she could have been like, I got a couple people. I'm dating. I'm dating.
Right.
Like,
Dating.
I'm dating.
Dating.
Right.
Okay.
That's the word, right?
That's. I mean, I'm
dating. So
I'm a
overall,
grown man.
that lets you know, like, yo, you ain't.
You're not
the only person. I might not pick you, motherfucker. Like, that's understandable, dog.
And that's both ways.
That's both ways.
It's both ways, ladies.
Right.
You're not saying that it's just men that have that.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, niggas be the ones that they be fucking it up for the niggas. They be fucking it up because they be the ones that be like, yeah, I got a baby mother, a wife,
a mistress,
and I be sitting here like, yo, bro, you got 3 families, nigga. Where you want to run from? Yo, Thun got 6 families in Mexico, 1 in Germany. I'm like, yo, bro, like, who even are you? What is your name?
So ladies, I don't get mad. I do not get mad when I hear that y'all have multiple options. Not multiple partners, it's a difference.
Right, yeah.
Multiple options, because you're still trying to decide which one you want. But men and women, when you become greedy and you go after so many and you forget which one you had first at one point, you're going to that person that you had number one, they're going to fall out your roster on their own.
They jumping out your roster, fall out.
Because they already understand that you already have too much going on.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
They're not going to sit there.
I'm gonna go ahead, but
I totally understand that.
It's crazy because I've had situations where I remember a while ago. I would talk to a girl, right? And I said everything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew Shorty. So it was like, for me, it was like, I knew Shorty already. So I already made up my mind, like, in a certain sense. Like, yo, you the one.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, and I express that shit. Mm-hmm. And this is the shit that, damn, now that I'm thinking about it, damn, she played me like a female. This is shit that happens. It's like, yo, you the one. Like, I'm telling you, like, if a man or a woman tell you, right, yo, you the one. If you know that person not the one, tell them, right? Like, express that shit. Like, yo, you the one. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I've done it. Yeah. Like, I've done it before, bro, where it's like, girls will be like, I really like you. I'm sorry, you should not. I'm not looking for anything. Right? Cool, like, real shit. Yeah. But if you say, yo, I really want to fuck with you, and you just like, oh, that's so cute. Thank you. You such a sweetie. You such a da 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 da.
Hey,
Left and not right. Then next you know you got a boyfriend and you pregnant by a whole other man. You like, bitch, wait, what? You stuck there like, excuse me, and it's like, not saying that's exactly what happened, but it's like it's that situation of people are not honest with themselves a lot of times. So how you gonna be honest with somebody else? You're not honest with yourself, bro. Like. Bro, like tell somebody. I was out of relationships like 4 years, so I understand exactly how you feel, bro. I had a relationship where I was like, oh, this bitch got me fucked up, right? So I was like,
so you connect with one that's emotional as you, but the physical appearance is kind of off, but you still try to work with it because their personality is so dope.
Not gonna lie, I'd be scared of that.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
So what would be number one as far as mental, physical,
they gotta
emotions?
match
All
to
three?
a certain extent. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I ain't saying you gotta be a 10, but
Right.
be an 8 with 20 personality, cause all jokes aside, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, there be some people that be miserable, bro. They be like, ah man, this is my baby mother, this is my wife. And they be like, yeah, she's not the best looking. The moment you gotta say shit like that, bro, you gotta understand something, bro. Date what you want.
Yeah.
Men have rights to have standards too. Because women definitely have standards.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What?
But
I heard
man,
married women be like this. My husband's cute, but he's not Brad Pitt. The fuck? It's like, they go get a Brad Pitt, bitch.
But then again, it's like, and I'll leave it on this note. You know, before we end the show, I'll leave it on this note. Y'all can say y'all last, comments. Ladies, and I'm gonna look at the camera again. Y'all have preferences, right? Y'all have preferences. Y'all have standards. Y'all have morals. Y'all have your self-respect, right? When you're looking for a man that fits everything that you're looking for, you better hope that man wants you in return. So if you're looking for a man that's 6 foot, okay, cool. You're looking for a man with six figures, okay, cool. You're looking for a man that dressed nice in a 3-piece suit, okay, cool. But you better hope that man likes you, because guess what? You'll be back with us. But now, all jokes aside, we all have our preferences. Like, you know what I'm saying? So stick to what you like, and like, you know what I'm saying, let God, lead you the way.
That's a fact. Understand what you know, and what you need will find you. I like that one.
That was balls.
I like that.
That was balls right
I
there.
thought of that shit on the fly. Call me the prophet.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today's episode. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and
click that notification bell.
We see y'all soon. We out.